Yo, what's up, dudes? It's your bruv, Eagle Bruv, and I'm here with episode 9 of my Borderlands 2 Pearlescent Weapons Guide, and today we have an absolute beast of an assault rifle for you guys known as the Becca. And honestly, man, this thing is not easy to get. I will give you the easiest way to get this gun and just give you guys some tips when getting this gun, but it was a long process. I'll probably break down like the percentages, the chances of actually getting this to drop from a consistent farm. Of course, you could get this from world drops, but we're particularly going to be farming tubby spider ants, and we're going to go through a method that shows you how to spawn tubby spider ants as easy and as quick as possible. So, of course, we're going to show you guys how to get this thing, the method of farming, and then also give you guys some gameplay and go through the wiki at the end. So to start the farm, we're going to actually fast travel to Doll Abandoned. You do have to have the Fight for Sanctuary DLC, and we're going to be doing a mission called Kleptocurrency. And when I say doing the mission, we're just going to start the mission. We're not going to complete it. So basically, you're going to go to Doll Abandoned, come to Claptrap, and then Claptrap has just a couple fetch quests that you need to do. And then once you've done these quests, basically, our goal is to get to the end of the mission where you will always have 3 elemental spider ants that can potentially turn into tubby spider ants. So, as I mentioned, you guys do not want to complete the mission. You can go in, do exactly what I just did there, place the bricks, and then also you can mine the Bekah wafers, so definitely mine the Bekah wafers. But once you've mined these wafers, do not turn them into Claptrap. I repeat, do not turn these into Claptrap. Mine them, get all 10, and then once you're at the end there, where it says deliver the Bekah wafers, don't deliver them. I also do have a full kind of video breakdown on this, so I'll put that in the description below, but I'm kind of just explaining it since this is the first Gen 2 Pearl that we're coming across where you have to have tubbies to actually drop the gun. So basically, once you've done that, you can just save and quit, and then you're going to run back over here. And the reason why this method is the best is because you'll always get 3 elemental spider ants to spawn, and those do have a 1 in 31 chance to turn into a tubby. So basically, we're going to go in, travel to the Mount Scarab Research Center, turn right back around, and every time now that you save and quit, you're going to be at this doorway. So it does make this farm a lot easier. So it's a really easy farm. However, it's just the chance of you getting this weapon, getting a tubby to spawn, which takes a bit. So you're just going to follow my path here. And as I mentioned, you guys will get 3 elemental spider ants every single time. Do not finish the mission. Keep the mission active, because that will keep the elemental spider ants to spawn. And as I mentioned, there's a 1 in 31 chance that they turn into a tubby spider ant, or that a tubby spider ant can spawn into one of them, which is the highest chance of actually getting a tubby to spawn. And from there, there's a 1.67% chance that the tubby drops the Bekah. So again, and that is level 80 on. If you were to farm this from level 62 to 79, it's actually about a 0.08 to 1.2% chance. So I definitely recommend farming for this thing when you are at max level, OP 10, whatever. Definitely do that. But if you guys want to see more of the breakdown, I will put the link in the description below to that video, where it just shows you again this exact method, but it goes a little bit more in depth if you really wanted to check that out. But again, easy farm once you've gone through the mission. Do not complete the mission. It's just getting the tubby to spawn and having that tubby drop the Bekah. So there's the drop. There's the method of farming. Now let's go ahead and jump into the wiki and show you guys some gameplay. Bekah is a Pearlescent assault rifle in Borderlands 2 manufactured by Jacobs. It was added with the Ultimate Vault Hunter Upgrade Pack 2 Digistruct Peak Challenge. So, as I mentioned, Gen 2, the remaining pearls that we have left, which includes the Wonderlust, the Carnage, the Godfinger, and the Bekah, it will only fall from tubby enemies and only after reaching level 61 while it is installed. So again, you can only get these weapons if you're level 61 up. I highly recommend you actually getting them when you're fully max leveled. The special weapon effects, the red text says, shoot them in the face twice. There is no element, of course, this being a Jacobs assault rifle. After a set travel of time, the initial shot splits into 3 projectiles. The split projectiles pause in the air for a brief moment before rapidly accelerating to full speed in a set pattern, with 1 to the left, 1 to the right, and 1 in the center. Increased damage. And I'm telling you guys, I just have a Sal build. I could not imagine this thing on Axton. I'm sure it's an absolute beast because this thing was shredding. Usage and description says the Bekah should be used in the typical fashion of a standard Jacobs assault rifle, but with mind paid to the distance from the the target to maximize damage from the split projectile. With a single pull of the trigger capable of doing several times of damage on the weapon card, the Bekah is capable of a very high mid-range damage output. It has 50% additive crit and 15% multiplicative crit bonus. The projectiles have a penetration effect similar to Bore, but without the damage boost and the range being dependent on the hardware of the machine running Borderlands 2. It also has a high recoil that can be absolved by the accuracy prefix or a dull stock. And when I'm hitting crits, dudes, you guys can see it is putting people down left and right. Don't mind the gameplay. It's a little bit more difficult when you are just shooting hip fire. Of course, we are gun zerking the most of the time throughout this gameplay. But honestly, dudes, this I want to say is a really probably one of the better, if not the best, pearls in the game. Again, I haven't used it with Axton. I haven't really tried it out, but I'm sure it is an absolute beast with Axton. So let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. We only have 3 more pearls left, and they will all be the Gen 2 pearls, so it's going to be the same exact farming method. Good luck getting this thing, man. It was a pain. It took me, I don't even know, I want to say maybe a couple weeks to even get. So if you guys do enjoy the content, of course, be sure to hit the thumbs up, sub to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.